Support LaneSide. Get something cool.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to another edition of LaneSide Reviews. As always, I'm the bearded beast, Rob Johnson, and as you can tell from this opening, I'm still injured, which means we're going to be looking at a more rev-dominant / two-handed review for some new equipment. But don't worry, Scoops and Old Guy Wayne will be back soon doing one-handed reviews going forward. So until then, why don't we go LaneSide and see how today's equipment stacks up? Alright, welcome into the shop everybody. On this episode we're going to be looking at the Track Sensor, the new benchmark ball for Track. So being a benchmark ball, we went with our benchmark layout. PAL, that is 4x5x2. Based on my PAP, that's a dual angle of 60x4x45. Now this does have a lower flare core, but the MR2 cover stock that's on here is the same cover stock we saw on the Legion Solid. So we know this is going to be a fairly strong cover with a weaker core. It's what we like to see in our benchmark equipment. But there's only one way to find out how this one's going to perform. Let's take it to the lanes and throw it two-handed with this guy here.
Alright, now we find ourselves down in the lanes with our, I guess, resident two-hander, the Bearded Beast, and we're joined by Scoops.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Bowler Nick, and we're looking at the Track Sensor Solid. Wow. That's got some hook. Now, this is the second in the Track Sensor line. We saw one a little while ago, the blue and gold one.
Yeah.
And now we've got the solid version. This one here features the MR6 cover stock, which we saw on the Legion Solid and the Torsic, which was
a sick ball.
Yeah, it was. It was one of my first two-handed balls. So I was really excited to see this. I was just hoping I was going to be able to keep it on the lane. The core that they have in this ball is... well, it's pretty stupid, in a good way. The regulator core is 249034, but if you look at the size of it,
that's big.
It is a really big core for such small dynamic numbers.
Yeah. It almost looks like an upside, well, like one of those top things that the kids play with.
Yeah.
What are they called? Beyblades thingies where you rip the cord off and just let her go. And that's
all right.
What this does.
Scoops, our Beyblade aficionado as well. All right. So when I brought this to the lane, the first thing I noticed was the cover on it. This thing, I mean, even when you touched it, it was furry.
Yeah.
What was the surface on this thing anyway? I think it was
500 2000.
Yeah, like
so that's huge skip sand.
That's a lot of surface on it. And honestly, out of the box,
yeah,
I would probably take it up a little bit. I would probably take it to like 1,000, 2,000, or just 2,000.
Yeah. Get something in the middle, pump it up.
This thing really not forced me left in a bad way. It had so much more hook than I was expecting.
Look at that.
Like you can see, I had to forward roll that one rather than coming around it just because it had so much motion.
Yeah, I was going to say, and it just got there and just settled in, right? Which for a symmetric ball is interesting.
It's unusual, yeah. Now we've thrown lots of benchmark balls with that core dynamic in it. And do we ever see that kind of motion?
No. This is crazy.
This is a crazy strong cover stock. So you saw things fly by there. We've been trying to speed it up because yes, we do have some slow machines sometimes.
Look at that one. You came around that one. Look how far out. Wow.
Well, you can see I moved left and lofted it.
Yeah.
So that I could try to get it down lane, and I still got to throw it so far out.
Yeah. I mean, that was like 2-3 board, I think.
Yeah. As a two-hander on high friction lanes, might not be my first choice out of the bag as a benchmark.
For sure.
Going to a tournament that has any kind of oil, this thing's going to be a beast.
Oh, yeah. This will give you a good starting point for sure.
Oh, yeah. Now, I went with my benchmark layout, 4x5x2. That gives it a fairly standard, fairly long...
Whoa, that one...
Yeah.
It got there.
Fairly controlled. It allows me to get deep like that and play it, forward roll it through the oil.
Well, the benefit of being able to play there is that nobody else can. So
wants to.
You can get in there faster than everybody else and just destroy that line and then ball down quickly, and then
And
when
then-
everybody else tries to move in there, it's too late. for
They're
them.
done.
Yeah, strategically, I
Yeah.
can just mess them over.
Yeah.
So here's my Rattler. This is my benchmark ball because every company has one.
Yeah.
Similar dynamics. And you can see it still, I mean, it hooks. It's a
Yeah.
benchmark ball. But when you think that the core numbers in this ball and the sensor are ostensibly the same,
Yeah.
holy moly,
It
that
just shows
cover.
you the cover is just amazing. Look at the difference.
Not only did it have more hook, it had actually a little bit more distance,
Yeah.
much more shape.
Yeah. You can
Wa-
see it pick up just so fast too.
Yeah, watch it here. I wish I need to like have a tracker so you can see where I am coming on the screen.
Mm.
But look at that. That's
Like one of the little arrows from a role playing game.
that's got to be at least 3 to 5 feet longer,
Yeah.
but also 7 or 8 boards stronger.
Well, it just recovers so well, and it doesn't over recover too. Like sometimes you got balls like that go out and
Yep.
then this continue on and just too much, right?
So here I am with my Rattler, and you can see it gets down lane. It sees
That's
it.
so pretty.
It just lays in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the
No.
sensor. This
When you get up on this ball, it gets up.
I'm looking forward to. I'm gonna take this one to 2000, like
Yeah.
straight 2000, and see what it looks like because I think the 500 might be a little early for me on these lanes.
For sure, yeah.
But
Just the
I'm
friction on top of friction is a
I'm
lot.
still expecting that the other side of that is if I take some of that off, it's gonna have more energy at the
Down-
break point.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And watch this. Watch. Look at it come
You
off.
see.
I was fairly impressed as a house bowler. If you're looking for a benchmark, this might not be your first choice.
Yeah.
But if you're a tournament bowler and you need something that's going to be your first ball out on oil, oh yeah. This one's a winner.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a show. So until next time, guys, we'll see you laneside.